All right, well, before I begin, do I have your permission to record you with audio and video?
Yep.
All right, hello Nick, my name is Jace.
How's it going?
Pretty good. I'm with Middle Tennessee State University, and today I'm conducting an interview about the CFI hiring process at MTSU. If you guys don't know what CFI stands for, it stands for Certified Flight Instructor. So next semester, Nick will start training new flight students at our airport campus. This interview is going to take about 15 minutes to complete. I'll ask you just a few questions about the interview process that you went through. If you wish to pass it or withdraw at any time, just let me know and we'll stop the recording. It's all good. Now, before we discuss the actual instructor hiring process, can you tell me about any of your previous interview experience that you have?
Yeah, I actually don't have that much interview experience before I did the CFI interview. During high school and my first year or two at college, I just had some jobs that I kind of found like word of mouth through connections, whether it was like friends or through, I was a baseball player, so through baseball teams and stuff like that. So those jobs didn't really have an interview process, but I think what I learned through those actually helped me with this one and made sure that I was prepared for this one. So
Awesome. Now, so how was this flight instructor interview process structured here at MTSU?
Yeah, so the interview process is separated into 3 different stages. We have a technical test at the very beginning that's about 50 questions. If you get past that one, then you go on to a presentation phase, which is teaching a certain subject or topic, aviation related, to a panel. And then after that, if you get through that, you get to the actual interview phase, which is where it's like this. They're asking you one-on-one questions. So.
Awesome. So what did you think about how the way it was structured?
I liked it. I thought it was pretty in-depth. It took a little while,
Yeah.
So they made sure that they kind of hit you from all different angles and kind of see how you handle things. So
Awesome. So now let's kind of get into the actual interview and different things they asked you during the interview. What kinds of questions were you asked throughout the process?
yeah, they asked me towards the beginning. They kind of just were doing some questions to try to get to know me, kind of like why I wanted to work for this flight school. There's a whole bunch of different options. Why did I choose MTSU? They asked me some more aviation related questions then towards the end, some situational based stuff, saying, hey, what would you do in this situation, or what would you do if your student ended up doing this? So kind of just overall well-rounded question base.
So with all those questions, what do you think was the most difficult question that they asked you?
Most difficult was definitely, they were asking me about what I would do if I showed up to my check ride with my student, or my student's check ride, and my student had forgotten their medical. So legally, to fly, you have to have your medical certificate, a document on your person. You can't go fly an airplane without that. And so my student had forgotten that, and they wouldn't be able to do their check ride. Now, the DPE, or the examiner that's actually performing the check ride, said that it'd be okay in this situation. So how would I handle that? And I made sure I told them, no, that's still illegal. I don't want to do that. And then they kind of just kept going into further and further levels, saying, all right, well, we say it's okay with us. What do you say about that? And I told them, I just never folded, and I said, yeah, I'm going to stick to what's legal. I'm going to stick to my gut, and I'm not going to let that happen. So
That's great. So how long was that actual sit-down interview, and then how long was the whole interview process?
yeah, the sit-down interview was about 35, 40 minutes, and then the 3 stages altogether was spanned over about a month and a half.
Awesome. Well, thanks for all the info. So what advice would you give someone who is about to go through that hiring process here at MTSU?
Yeah, there's a lot of people applying for this hiring process, so the advice I'd give is just to try to be as relaxed as you can. Don't be stressing out about any of it. You'll find out whether or not you got through each stage, and then certain areas there's not that much you can study for, so just be yourself. Make sure that you are sticking to your gut, not folding when they're trying to see if you'll go against what is allowed, and yeah, that's about it.
Awesome. So what was the result of your interview process? What did that look like?
Yeah, I ended up getting an email from one of the human resources people, and it said, congratulations, you've been hired as CFI, so I'll be starting instructing this spring.
Awesome, congratulations.
Thanks.
So those are all the questions I've prepared for you today. Is there anything else you'd like to share about the CFI hiring process?
Yeah, the second stage, the presentation stage
Yeah.
for teaching, they have you teach a topic within 10 minutes. So they really try to make you teach a pretty in-depth topic, but they want to see that you can present that idea within a certain time frame. So one thing that I didn't really know while I was going through it, and one thing that I've learned now, and I've been trying to tell other people that are going through this process, is to make sure that whatever subject you're teaching, you try to keep it within that 10-minute time frame.
That's great. That's
Yeah.
great. Well, that's everything I have for you today. Nick.
Awesome.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you.